Bless the rains down in Africa. It's Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Time now for Cerebus, issue 256, the 25th chapter of Going Home. Mary Earnestway reads from her diary to Cerebus and Jaka. Several years ago in Africa, Ham and Mary went on safari for 6 months. Ham had done so prior, but this was a first for Mary. We get introduced to their companions, natives to the area, some of which were related to those Ham had met on his prior visit. It was an enjoyable environment with a wide range of wildlife. Soon they hunted a lion, killing one and eating the meat, even though the others they were there with felt that such a thing was taboo. Mary talked about the clothing selection for her, which was so simple and smart. Later, firing on some gazelles, Mary missed repeatedly. She felt bad at her incompetence with a gun. The next day, the same thing happens. But she does manage to hit one, but then has to put the killing blow to the injured gazelle right up close, making her feel ashamed. That night, she dreamt of a bulletproof warthog in a pork pie hat and coat in front of a church. The next day, Mary fired on zebras, missed repeatedly, forcing Ham to take the gun from her and actually make a shot on one. Mary continued to wonder why she was such a poor shot, but was unable to figure it out. The next day, Mary fired on a lion, almost point blank, and still missed it. The next day, another tracking attempt of a lion led the whole crew up a mountain. Did they ever manage to catch this lion? The warthog in the pork pie hat will actually be explained, the dream that Mary Earnestway has, be explained a little more in the next book, which is Latter Days, particularly around issue 271 to 272. It's a nice callback to this, what is just seemingly a throwaway gag. It actually comes up again. In a technical sense, this issue is completely divorced from the going home narrative. There's no Jaka or Cerebus really in the issue. They're being told the story, but we don't see them. It works for me simply because it's presented so excellently. Dave Sim and Gerhard are going for a more photorealistic style to the characters and animals and scenery within this issue. Something that Dave Sim has done a lot more since then on his follow-up books, Glamour Plus, and his ill-fated graphic novel, The Strange Death of Alex Raymond. I'm especially fond of how some of the pages in this issue have up to 25 panels on one page. It's really unique and it's highly artistic, and it just gets, I just can't give it props enough. I don't think the point of the issue is readily apparent. Why is Mary telling them this? But this is only the first part of a four-parter. Technically 5 if you include the very end of the last issue as part of it. So I have no trouble going with it to find what the greater point is to that story. And I don't think you'll have trouble either in reading this issue. Next time, Simba shows up and sings Hakuna Matata.